This is the InnoPro camera from Dakota Micro. It's an IP camera, which means it's high resolution, high tech, and if you don't know what an IP address is, high frustration. Let's get it hooked up to your network so you can actually see what the InnoPro is looking at. This is a quick setup and installation video for the InnoPro IP camera from Dakota Micro. If you want to get your geek on, at the end of this video, there's more info for the geek in some of us. But this main part is what you need to know to get your InnoPro working on your network. This video is for Mac computers only. If you have a Windows PC, stop watching. There's a separate video link in the description below just for you. Step 1, the physical install. Attach your InnoPro camera tail to the back of your InnoPro with the M12 connector. Plug your InnoPro DMIP SRC into a wall outlet with the supplied 12-volt AC/DC power adapter. Plug in a Cat5e Ethernet cable into the camera tail and plug the other end of the Cat5e Ethernet cable into your router if you have room, or into a switch that's connected to your router. Step 2, find your InnoPro's IP address. To find your InnoPro's IP address, here's a clean and simple way. Go to the App Store in the top right corner of your Mac. Search IP Camera Viewer by IP Cams. They have a free 7-day trial to see if you like it, and they offer cheap monthly, yearly, and lifetime plans, starting at $3.99 a month. I've done a lot of research and tried 5 different programs. Since you own a Mac and you're used to everything working simple without bugs, this app is simple, easy, and it looks like Apple designed it. And it's cheaper than your Netflix subscription. Click Add Camera, and look at that. It found all the InnoPros for you. It shows you all the IP addresses on the right-hand side. You're gonna want those for later, so you might wanna write them down now. Click one. Click Add Camera in the bottom right corner. It should say Vatalon. Click it, and bam, there you go. If you wanna change the name or settings, click the top right circle with the 3 dots. Then edit camera. You can change the name to something cool like InnoPro 1, or maybe Ty told me to. You can add hundreds of cameras to this app with the Pro version. This will also work with an iPhone when you are at home on the same network. This app also records if you want to do that. If you want to record on a separate NVR and save all the footage, that's a completely different video. Now let's get a little geeky, like I promised. IP addresses. There are 2 versions currently in use, IPv4 and IPv6. IPv4, the old guard. This is the format that most people recognize, looking something like 192.168.1.1. It uses a 32-bit address scheme, which allows for about 4.3 billion unique IP addresses. The problem? We've run out of them because humans have way too many gadgets. The structure. 4 sets of numbers, octets, separated by dots. IPv6, the new heavyweight. Since we ran out of IPv4 addresses, IPv6 was created. It uses a 128-bit address looking like this, the capacity. It allows for addresses that is enough for every atom on Earth to basically have its own website. The structure, 8 groups of hexadecimal numbers separated by colons. Since you're at home or in an office, your router acts like a mailroom for a large building. The outside world sees one building address, your public IP, but inside, the router gives every device its own apartment number, so the data goes to the right floor. Here's the breakdown of what that specific number tells us. IP addresses that start with 192.168 are reserved for private networks. These are not reachable directly from the wide area network. That's a good thing. It's a basic layer of security that keeps some random person in some other country from pinging your printer directly. Most routers will follow up the 1.68 with a 0 or a 1, but some brands of routers, like mine, uses 0.50. The next number is your device ID. That's the specific seat that your device is sitting in. The number of your device can't change, or can it? Static versus dynamic. Think of it like the difference between being a homeless drifter and a landowner. Dynamic IP, the Airbnb guest. Most devices, phones, laptop, that smart toaster that you didn't really need to buy, use dynamic IPs. The vibe. Your router is the landlord, and when you connect it, it hands you a key to whatever room is empty. For example, 192.168.1. 102. The catch: when you leave the Airbnb or the lease expires, the router takes the key back. Next time you show up, you might get room 105 and not room 102. Why does it do it? It's cheap, automatic, and it keeps the IP pool from getting cluttered with ghosts who haven't been online in weeks. Static IP, the lord of the manor. A static IP is an address that never changes. You've carved your name into the mailbox with a permanent marker. The vibe: you tell the router, I'm always 192.168.1.102, and don't you dare give it to anybody else. Why? You need this if you're hosting a Minecraft server, a home security camera, or a printer. If the address changed every day, your friends or your phone wouldn't know where to find you. It's like trying to visit a friend who moves houses every Tuesday, but they never tell you where they are. InnoPro by default is sent to you as a dynamic IP device camera. That way it shows up easy when you connect it to your network. Can you change it to static? Because after all, you are the lord of your manor, correct? Yes? Yes, you can. Let's take a non-stop trip to Geek Town once again. Did you write down all the IP addresses that were assigned to your cameras like I told you to? Pause this video and write them down. And using the Google Chrome browser, type it in, and this really cool page shows up. Enter admin for your username and 123456 for your password. With the preview tab highlighted, you can switch from mainstream to substream. Wait, what? More geek talk? Mainstream is the high resolution champion, and substream is the lower resolution version of the same live feed. The mainstream looks better, but it eats bandwidth for breakfast. The substream allows you to see more cameras at once and keeps the feed snappy without melting your data plan. With the configure tab highlighted, you can configure lots of settings for your camera, like changing it to a static IP or leaving it as a dynamic IP. I'll cover all these settings in another video if you really want to deep dive into those. But for most of you watching this video, this is it and all you need to know. You've got a picture, you need to run your cables to wherever, and you're ready to mount your InnoPro cameras. I hope this has helped you connect your InnoPro to your network quick and easy.